Pornography is often discussed as a moral issue, but it's also an issue of isolation. It thrives in a culture where people are increasingly disconnected from one another, where intimacy is difficult, and where loneliness is widespread. In that context, pornography offers a substitute for a relationship. It's immediate, private, controllable, and free of vulnerability that real encounters require. Erich Fromm's The Art of Loving helps explain why this matters. Fromm argued that many of the problems we experience in love aren't just personal, they're cultural. Modern society prizes achievement, competition, and individual success. We're constantly surrounded by people, yet many of us feel profoundly alone. Because we are isolated, we place this impossible expectation on romantic love. We expect one person to solve all of our loneliness and give us a sense of wholeness. And at the same time, we begin to treat relationships like a marketplace. We evaluate people by what they can offer, what they can provide, how well they satisfy our needs. Love becomes another form of consumption, and pornography fits neatly into that logic. The erotic in the classic sense is relational. It draws us towards another person, but also towards beauty, friendship, learning, art, and even God. Eros is the force that moves us beyond ourselves. It depends on presence, vulnerability, and reciprocity. Pornography reverses that movement. Instead of an encounter, it offers consumption. Instead of relationship, it offers objectification. It simulates intimacy while leaving the person fundamentally alone. This isn't an issue of morality, it's a phenomenological argument. So pornography changes the structure of our desire. Our lived experience changes. Desire shifts from participating in another person's reality to consuming the experience for oneself. When that becomes culturally normal, the effect extends far beyond sex. Desire becomes less capable of sustained attention and wonder and mutuality. We become accustomed to novelty, control, and instant gratification rather than genuine encounter. Not everyone who watches pornography experiences it in this way, but a culture that's saturated with it risks training people to consume one another instead of meeting one another. That's why Fromm's work is still so relevant. The opposite of isolation isn't simply more sex. It's the recovery of the erotic, the capacity to encounter another person, and ultimately the world itself as something to be loved rather than something to be consumed.